Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is BGFH, and I am back for another VR game video. And I've had this for a little while, and I, for whatever reason, just got super busy back then, and I forgot all about it. But right now, boy, am I glad I'm getting around to it now. We are taking a look at REZ VR. So if you're not familiar with REZ, it originally came out on the Dreamcast. And it's this kind of really trippy, like Tron Matrix-esque shooter, like kind of a behind-the-back shooter, but not. It's just you'll see it once it gets started. But it had this really like crazy techno soundtrack. The graphics, I mean, you can kind of look at it just by now, like it's like you're in a computer, and there's all kinds of you're fighting viruses and all kinds of craziness going on here, and the Dreamcast version had this peripheral, they called it the trans vibrator, I guess. I never owned it for the Dreamcast, but I did pick it up on Xbox Live Arcade when it came out there. I was never really good at it then, but I could totally understand the appeal because it looked cool as hell. I was just terrible at it, or I just didn't get it or something. But it came out earlier this year in virtual reality. And it came to the Rift. I'm like, you know what? I got to give this another shot. And man, I just started playing this today, and it is really freaking cool. So basically, the gist of this is, like I said, it's a shooter, and it's really heavily tied into the soundtrack. So you have a couple of different ways of aiming. I kind of do a combination of turning my head and using the left analog stick. Right now I'm using the Xbox One controller. I think you can use the touch controllers, but I haven't tried that yet. But we're just doing it as a regular controller game right now. And there's this big square white crosshair that'll be in the middle of the screen. And basically you see all these things floating around. The goal is you have to shoot everything down and of course not take damage. But the thing is, if you hold down the fire button and then you basically, you target several of these objects and then let go, then you will kind of take them down in one barrage of shots. And that's kind of what you want to do. But you can also just, hammer on the button and like take down individual things by targeting them that way. And as the levels progress, like, as things get more chaotic, maybe you can't lock on, or you got to really zap something that's coming at you right away. The one downside to this is all of the text is very small, at least to me it is. Like, it probably looks okay to you guys, but it's actually set virtually quite a ways away from me. I mean, I can see that the top one is highlighted there. I have 2 levels unlocked so far. I almost beat the second one, but died at the end. It was getting a little crazy there for a little while. But I beat the first level a couple times, just for the fun of it. And yeah, I'm very, very curious to see, because like I said, I never had played the original. Even on Xbox Live, I never got very far. So for whatever reason, I'm finding, other than the menus and the far away small text, once you get in, I'm finding the levels themselves fairly easy to see. I mean, you've got, like I said, you've got this ginormous cursor, and I actually find, believe it or not, aiming my head to be a little bit easier, just because, like, the finicky, like, with the joystick, like, you kind of overcompensate or whatever, but I can just, stare it down, even with my weird vision that's kind of a little bit off to the side. But let's just jump right in. Like, enough blabbing. This game, again, it's cool on the flat screen, but holy crap, having played it in virtual reality now on the Rift, this is the only way to play this, because it is freaking cool. And I'm not even much into techno, but this is awesome. So let's go into the first level here. Okay, we got stage 1 here. Okay, see, there's our dude. We're in this like Matrix land. We're gonna target these, and I'm looking around, so we're gonna target that. Let go. Okay, we're going to target all those. Right now it's pretty straightforward, so we're going to... And again, sorry if this looks really strange on the flat screen, but it works pretty well, actually, for me. So again, pretty high contrast. Okay. So those little things, those take you through to the next section of the level. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to start doing stuff. So that guy, hey. See, I can hold down, or I can... Okay, that wasn't cool. This is just really cool. And I should be actually trying to hit that. I keep kind of forgetting, and I use it as a little time to get breathe. Oh god. Breather here. I hope I don't suck now that I'm on camera, but... Okay, you're dead. Grab those guys. Oh, you need to die. Grab those guys. There we go. Okay. And it's different each level too. Like this one, you got the guy counting down. In the next level, it's like a speak and spell guy counting them down. So it's kind of... And the further I get into the level, of course, the more into it the music gets. Okay, we're going to target all of those. Boom. Yeah, now we're talking. There we go. Oh. And you don't, again, don't want to get stuff close to you. You need to die. I could have got those when they were further away. I did better at this before, but hey. Alright, got that part down. There we go, that's what we want to do, that do that. Okay, we're getting some other stuff here. Okay, and... I missed it again. Okay, now we're going to target these. Target as many as I can here. Okay. Got that going. Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting that I should really be doing that. I just get enthralled by the visuals and just the whole everything in this game. Okay, we're gonna kill. Hey, get out of here, robot! Uh-oh. So you see what's coming for me up there? Uh-oh. Got that, and I can move it around like this too, and I do that sometimes, but I also kind of use it to look around. Okay, what am I? Oh, okay. Kill those guys. Uh-oh, no, oh, that hit me, I think. So I can also individually, and it's cool because I can transition into using my analog stick on my head at any time. So if I want to fine-tune something, I can. Okay, oh. Got you. And again, you want to try to get as many as you can if you can do... There we go. That one's fun. Okay, we got a cool thing going on there. Okay, go all around. Yeah, it's just something with like aim. Like if I'm looking and I hold the button down, I don't even have to target them because I'm already working on it. Like I'm already zapping them out of the way. Okay, oh, kill that guy and that guy. Uh-oh. That guy, kill. Music is kicking in. Again, this is probably going to be a little crazy with the volume mixing, but you want to hear this anyways, because it's just, the music in this game is crazy. We gotta call them guys. Kill that guy and that guy. Hey, buddy. You're trying to shoot me. Okay, now we're gonna go to the first level boss, I think. You always go through this weird trippy tunnel. I mean, man, this looks so cool. I know you can't really tell on a flat screen, but the depth, even in this like techno-esque craziness, looks awesome. This looks so rad. Alright, so we got this thing here. This is our boss fight. We gotta basically break the core. We're gonna target it all. And we gotta watch for anything coming toward us. That means we're doing pretty good, I think. Uh-oh. Nope, can't have that coming at us. Okay. Still moving along. Make sure we're killing everything. Uh-oh. No, you're not missiles. Okay, we've still got another few waves yet. Blow it up. Alright, at the core again. This is so trippy. Like, I'm a little, like, it could be maybe a little bit easier sometimes to see exactly what I'm supposed to be targeting. But, you know, I'm doing far better than I did on the flat screen version, so I'm okay. Okay, so this, we got these little halos here. We're gonna target it all. Oh no, we don't. These things coming at my face here. Okay, get rid of those. Coming out. Oh god, it's coming at me. And I think we got it. Alright, there we go. And boom. There we go. First level finished. Now I can show you level 2. We'll see if I can actually try to beat it on camera here. I won't promise anything. I got pretty far in it, but like I said, I got to the boss, but I kind of got hit a little bit too much there. So again, all of this, like the stats and everything, I'm not really going to be able to read because it's really small. Look at that, it's huge. That is really cool. Again, this minimalist, I mean, it looks neat on a flat screen, having seen this before, but in virtual reality, it's pretty freaking cool. All right, here we go. Round 2. Yep. That is so speaking squad. Alright. Oh god, we got a lot of dudes there. But this is sort of weird. There's so much stuff everywhere. I'm not sure if I'm getting hit or I want to make sure that things aren't hitting me, of course. Awesome. Okay, we got it there. Awesome. Again, there's nothing much I can say right now. I'm just trying to pay attention here. Just enraptured in this craziness. This fever dream of techno whatever. Oh god. No, don't you shoot me. Okay. There we go. Keep on going. Oh boy. Kill you guys. Kill these big guys as quick as I can. Get a combo. Okay. Oh god. There's so many dudes. See, again, analog stick and just moving around, it actually works super well. Okay. Moving right along. So that guy, yep, and that guy. And some of these guys take a lot more hits, so you gotta make sure that you're taking them down. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh god, I think I got hit there. Next section. And it'd be really interesting to see what other people thought. Like, I can see where this would get people would get motion sickness with this, but I'm not sure that if you, oh god, if you would, it doesn't faze me at all. Stay away from me, bub. Uh-oh, oh, no, no. You stay away from me, son. Get those little side things for bonus there. Oh yeah, those things. No, perish. As many as I can. There we go. Oh man, this is so cool. I'm just enveloped in this thing right now. Don't die. You're trying to circle around me here. Hey, buddy. You need to stay away, son. Okay, we got it. That was tricky. Okay, did we actually get to... Oh, here we go, boss time. Okay. So, the first part is sort of interesting, but like once you go inside of it, that's where it gets a little nuts. And that's where I died last time, so I don't know if I'll be able to survive. I can't really tell how much health I have, I'm not sure. So now we get this weird, like, I don't know, web-looking thing. And again, this part is maybe a little bit tricky to see. I'm just going for glowy stuff and hoping to God that I'm hitting them. Aim for glowy. Kill it. Alright, here's where it gets nuts. Okay, now we're going down the pipes here. And now we gotta kill those really fast. break those barriers before we smack into them. Oh, God. Oh, I hit something. Okay. I'm just going to hammer on the fire button here. I don't care if I'm locking on and getting high score. I just want to survive. Okay, whoa, okay. Breaking those apart. Holy shit. This is nuts, guys. What did I do? Oh, okay, we're outside again. Now we're going... Oh, boy. Oh, there we go. Kill it. Okay, we're shinies. Okay, we're going in again. Oh, this is trippy. What the ass? Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, good grief. Okay, game over. That one, it was a little tricky to see what exactly I was supposed to be doing there. Wow. I guess we could try the second level one more time, and then we'll wrap it up here. So let's give it one more shot. But this is REZ VR. Quite the experience, man. This is really crazy. And it kind of seems like one of those things I can only play for so long. I can only play it so long and then I have to take a break. Because it is intense. Okay. I wonder how many of you are actually old enough to remember the speaking spell, or the speaking map. Those are some really, well, those are like some really first kind of neat computers for kids. Yeah, I gotta take a break here pretty soon. This is gonna be great. It's cool, but like, I feel like I need a break. I'm not motion sick at all, but I'm just like, okay, I need a sensory overload here. There we go. Okay, that's awesome. Here we go, grab those. Kill that thing and that. Okay, kill that thing and those. Yeah, this has actually become one of my favorite games in virtual reality, I have to say. Like, right up there with things like Job Simulator. It's just a totally new, again, sensory experience. Uh-oh, I got hit there. That's not good. I need all the help I can for later. No, kill it. Yeah, I think I'm sloppier this time. Uh-oh. Got those. I think we're getting close to the boss here. One or two more sections. Oh yeah, these are enemies now. A few of those in there. Kill it, oh god. Kill it. Two more here. That's so cool. Okay. Oh yeah, this, I forgot about this one. Dang things circling all around me. Kill it. Headish. There we go, kill those things. Man, I'm just in this trance. Uh-oh, no, don't dare hit me with your dang missiles. Whew, okay. Alrighty, I think, yep, boss time. Okay, so now I'm just going to hammer on the button when we're going in the inside parts there, but the crucial part is to get as much damage when you're outside of this weird monstrosity. And that last part, that blue part, I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Kill it. Oh wow, okay, we're going in already. That was fast. Okay, here we go. Get things as quick as I can. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Okay, I gotta play catch up again. Oh, I hit something. I'd love to get them all, but like, I'm just more concerned about staying alive. Okay, kill that. Oh! Break it. Break it. Oh yeah, okay, we're out of the core. And now we got more of this stuff. Okay. Okay, kill that. That. Okay, now here's what I don't understand. I'm just gonna fire. Fire at the center, I'm guessing. You know, this is what I don't get. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that on the flat screen. If I could just get past that part, like I have the level down pretty well. But yeah, so like I said, I apologize if you guys get any motion sickness from looking at the flat screen. Just with the analog stick movement and my head movement around us, I was like glancing around like a freaking maniac because I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and there's so many things flying every which direction. But yeah, Rez, I keep wanting to call it Rez HD, but that was what they called it on Xbox Live Arcade. But Rez VR, I will definitely be coming back to this. It's real damn cool. You know, it's a shooter, but it's not a first-person shooting gallery like so many VR titles are. You know, this is a really interesting case of taking a, God, when did that come out? Like 2000, maybe? The year 2000, the original Rez on the Dreamcast. But taking an old game like that, and, you know, usually taking like a flat screen game and forcing it into virtual reality is not probably what you want to do. But, you know, honestly, this is one of those titles that is like, it just was made for virtual reality. Like, if VR was around back then, yeah, that's probably where it would have come out because it's really, really cool. There was another, God, what the heck? There was another one that I had played that was sort of like that, where like, oh yeah, this totally, Thumper. I don't think I've released that video for you guys yet, but Thumper, man, you can play it on a flat screen, but again, just the way the aggressive like music and visuals and like this kind of like almost like oppressive feeling levels coming at you, like these two experiences, like if you want to give somebody a look at a taste of something a little bit more abstract but really awesome, I would highly recommend Rez and Thumper. Thumper is actually pretty hard, but Rez is really cool. Assuming, again, I would be curious to have other people try this because, you know, with the way you're flying through, granted, you have your character in the middle of your screen there, but like, I don't know if people would get motion sickness. So it'd be interesting to see what other people say. But yeah, this is very, very cool. I'm so glad I got to try it. I'm so glad I finally got around to playing this. I will absolutely be coming back to this because it is really, really fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. And until next time, I will chat with you guys again later.